again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski, and this is where we get you caught up on some of the latest news that is tied to our favorite team in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns, and then we also provide you with our takes and our opinions along the way. Thank you to everyone who has liked our previous episodes. Hopefully this one jumps onto the list. To everyone who has subscribed to the channel, getting super close to 10,000 subscribers, and when we get there, we will change the fit for just one day. The orange quarter zip is here every day except for when we cross a threshold on the subscribers, and when we get to 10,000, we'll change up the fit. Also, thank you to everyone who has become a member of the Browns Latest Dog Pound, and to all of you who get your comments in the viewer comments section. I can't thank you enough because I love the banter that goes on in there, but also I need you there to coach me up. Like when I had the brain fart yesterday and I said Jamar Chase instead of AJ Green when I was talking about Joe Hayden. And so I was asked if I was drunk, if I was high. There were all kinds of things going on down there in the viewer comments. And no, it's just getting old. Just don't get old. If there's any advice I can give you, don't get old. So yeah. And the other thing is, like, there's a lot going on around here that you don't see. Like there's graphics changing and things that, I had Cincinnati on the brain from the Flacco thing. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, AJ Green is who Joe Hayden said that he had to cut because AJ Green went to Georgia and he covered him. I did get the Hayden in Florida thing. I remembered that correctly. But anyway, don't get old. Thank you for coaching me up. I appreciate it. On with the show. There's one stat that tells you Kevin Stefanski set us up to lose last Sunday, and he better not make the same mistake against Miami. We all know the Browns' problems aren't just on Coach Kevin. So, while we have a minute, let's find a replacement for Andrew Berry today. I've got two more reasons why there is no reason the Browns should not break 20 points against the Dolphins. And in the viewer comments, what hurts one Browns fan the most, but we can all relate. I'm not saying that's a good thing. First things first, headlines. We made some transactions, bodies. A cornerback named Trey Avery, who's in his fourth NFL season out of Rutgers, which tells you he's not good. He's 5'11", 185. This linebacker, Eugene Asante, undersized linebacker, 6'1", 226, is a rookie out of Auburn, super undersized. And a lot of these guys were with somebody else, and they already been let go. And this defensive tackle, Simeon Barrow Jr., he's a rookie out of Miami. Big deal. Njoku Larvadan Conklin, no practice. Be news if Conklin did practice. Gabriel and Tua. They asked him about if he has a relation. They're both from Hawaii, right? Hey, do you have a relationship with Tua? And Dillon said, no, which I thought was kind of strange. They faced each other once. Gabriel broke Tua's all-time passing yardage record in Hawaii high school football in 2018. So there's your connection. And then Stefanski asked if he's hearing the outside noise. And he says no, because, he coached in Philly, so he can take it. All right. The other thing he said, he's still calling plays. Now, if he calls plays like he did last week, we're going to be set up to lose again because we were 100% set up to lose. He says the looks that they get is what constitutes what they do during a game. And, we dropped back 58 times, and then you had the 52 were actual passes. So drop, because you can drop back and there could be a flag or, there's intercept, whatever. There's all the little things. But 58 times. Here's where we screwed up. We screw up a lot of things. But here is the snap count list from the game on Sunday. Look for Quinshon Judkins' snap count. So we ran the ball 17 times. Quinshon Judkins was out there for 33 snaps. 40% of the 82 snaps that we had, the best player we have on offense was only out there for 33 snaps. The same amount as Jerome Ford. The same amount as the guy who was told, if you want to stay in this team, you need to take a pay cut. And he went, but I'm already one of the lowest paid guys on the team. And they're like, do you want to stay on this team? You're taking a pay cut. Okay, I will stay on the team and take a pay cut. How, in what offensive world does this make any sense? That your best offensive weapon is on the field less than 50% of the time. And like I said, he says it's the looks they get. But here's the thing. Scheme! We don't make in-game adjustments. It's like, okay, we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball. Oh, they stopped us. Oh, man. What are we going to do? Just throw it. Just throw the ball. There's just no imagination. There's just no in-game decision making. It's just, well, I guess we can't use our best player today because they're going to stop the run. So, hey, quit, John. Yeah, take the day off. We don't need you. We're just going to throw it. Yeah, no, I know you're our best player. I know. But no. Just, hey, take Dylan Sampson with you because we don't need him either. Even though we drafted him high, too. And he was the SEC Offensive Player of the Year last year. No. Tell him. Go ahead. You guys. You want a clipboard? I give you a clipboard. Here you go. Unflipping believable. This guy is just making every single Browns fan, including me, absolutely insane with the decisions he is making. And speaking of decisions, not far behind him is our fearless general manager, Andrew Berry, who Mike Tomlin even ripped on this week after he traded Joe Flacco, our former QB1, to the Cincinnati Bengals, who were struggling, a division rival. Struggling. So what do? We'll help you out. Here's the guy we thought was our starter at the beginning of the year. You can have him. Now he'll be the comeback player of the year. I've already told you that. But since Andrew Berry is so smart and he makes so many good decisions, now the only thing he has going for him right now is the rookies that he drafted this year. But everything else, kind of a mess. So I'm like, okay. Well, everybody keeps talking about we got to replace Berry too. And okay, well, I put together a little list. There are more names, but I just went with 5 because I didn't want to go too nuts. But here are some of the names. These are some of the top guys that are always mentioned for GM jobs. Ray Agnew from the Lions, Ed Dodds, the Colts, Alec Hallaby with the Eagles, Mike Greenberg with Tampa, Brian Gain with Buffalo. And the reason I put those guys on the list is because those are all successful organizations, and they're all doing pretty well right now. I'd love to get John Dorsey back here. I'd do that in a heartbeat because he knows what the hell he's doing. There's just so much. There's just so much when you sit and you start to think about everything that's involved. But you could go on flip side and say, look, even with the guys we got, you've got a former head coach who should be our head coach right now in Jim Schwartz, getting that defense to play relentlessly every single week until they run out of gas because the offense can't do anything. So that's why I say coach for sure. Stefanski and the offense. He needs to get out of the way. And if he doesn't want to get out of the way, we need to get him out of the way and let Jim Schwartz be the head coach. Let Reese run the offense and see what we have there. And now, speaking of the offense and your man, Kevin Stefanski, if we cannot put up 20 points on this team this week, he 100% should be fired, win or lose. That is what I'm saying. Because I already showed you They're dead last in rushing yards per game. They give up over 100 they've given up over 190 yards a game the last 3 games on the ground. We showed you that stat yesterday. Today's, it's even better because we're talking passing game. And let's start here with Miami's pass defense. Here's the yardage that they give up. Look at, they're 20th. Dallas is last, but there they are, 221 yards a game they give up. And then you're like, okay, well, they give up a lot of yards, but can you score on them through the air? Oh, you have a better chance of scoring on them through the air than you do on the ground. They give up about 1 rushing touchdown a game, but through the air, they give up 2. See them there at 24 right in front of the Jets? Now, we also give up 2 touchdowns a game, but a lot of that was short fields and things like that. You can see us right there. But Miami, they give up touchdowns through the air. Well, Stefanski likes to throw it 58 times. I mean, I would think that a couple of those would get in the end zone, right? If we do that again, there are so many reasons Stefanski could be fired this week, whether it's throwing the ball 58 times again, whether it's not running Judkins, not having Judkins out there, taking Judkins off the field. You know, every time we get inside the 10 still, Judkins comes off the field. We put in Jerome Ford, the guy, pay cut. We put in pay cut. That's what we're going to start calling Jerome Ford. Pay cut gets out there and gets to play. The best offensive player we have leaves the field. When the closer we get to the end zone, Judkins comes off the field. And why? Sampson, 18% of the snaps he played. That's it. At least he went up. He went up to slightly. Oh, it's just, to me, it's so easy. Now, I got to show you this because you're going to flip out because when I saw this, I could not believe this. So if we cannot score 21 points on this team, but look at this. This graphic somebody put together, I found it on Instagram, and they asked the question, which teams have scored 18 points in a game this season? I looked to the left. You could see them all. I mean, there's college teams in there. There's pro teams in there. There's all kinds. There's baseball teams on this list. You could see, yes, but we call them runs. Baseball teams have scored 18 runs in a game this season. The only one under no, the Cleveland Browns. 18 points. We can't even get there. 18 points. And so if we cannot score 20 points on this, no, I'm going more. We can't score 21 or more points on this defense this week. Kevin Stefanski needs to be fired. That's just one of the reasons. Maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll list all the reasons why what Stefanski should be fired if this doesn't. Like if we win, but we only win 9-6, like I said the other day, fire him because this offense obviously is a complete disaster. It's not just about winning anymore, folks. It is about scoring points now. They have got to score over 20 points this week. They have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if they can't do it on this defense, they're never going to do it. I'm telling you that right now. Not with Stefanski anyway. They got to go. So Stefanski will have to go if we can't score more than 20 points on Miami this week. Now, the viewer comments, they always score. And we'll start with Mark Smith. And perfect timing, Mark. He says, so entering the season, Joe Flacco was number 30th in the quarterbacks. After week 6, Dillon Gabriel is number 30th. Number 30 is quarterbacks. Any questions? LOL. Oh, head coach number 17 entering the season. Go figure. Steve Jackson. It's not just coaching. The GM has missed on a lot of draft picks, and he's making bad decisions. It shows. Yeah, that's why we're looking for a replacement for him now, too, Steve. You're right. Because the talent on the offensive side, the offensive line is a mess. We talked about it yesterday. The offensive line is old. We've never addressed it. We think we have wide receivers who are good, and they're not. Like, a lot of those guys we drafted, or signed as a undrafted rookie free agent. We think these guys are good, but they're just not. It's just horrible talent evaluation. Okay, this is what we teased at the top. Mooftress This is a little long, but I'll get through it quickly. Mooftress says, I've been a Browns fan since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I've always been loyal no matter where I have lived. Proudly walked around New England wearing my Browns gear, but this year I'm so completely disgusted with the Browns. Yes, there are some flashes of coming greatness, but I am so tired of losing. I have not been super excited for a Browns team since I was 11. I'm 51 now. Mayfield was close, but as usual, that all collapsed. I'm disgusted with the owner and the head coach. The thing that hurts the most, I am so damn loyal and I just can't walk away. I can't love another team the way I love the Browns. We just want to get back to a winning culture. And Mooftress, I couldn't have said it better myself. And that was my point when I was talking about Mike Tomlin yesterday and Harbaugh and these guys. Like, at least these organizations are respected. And I know the Pittsburgh people love to cry about Tomlin, but you could have signed me up for that for the last 40 years and I would have been happy with it. Like, how can you not be happy with just being respected and having a winning record every year? And they play for the playoffs every year. We lose a couple games and we're like, well, you better start trading people. We need picks. We got to get picks. Holy cow, we need picks because we're losing games. We need picks. That's how our general manager reacts. And our head coach is like, okay. I know we drafted a running back, right? Didn't we? He's pretty good, right? No, we're going to throw the ball 58 times. That's what we got. It's not good. By the way, reading that, I felt like Casey Kasem, like it was a long distance dedication. And so I was waiting for Mooftress. So can you please play Total Eclipse from the Heart for me? So I don't know. I felt like Casey Kasem there for a minute. That was a long distance dedication. That's kind of how they went. But Mooftress, great take. I appreciate it, man. Tiki Paws. Not only are the Guardians and the Cavs winning teams, but the players and the team concept, they win together and they all buy in. Everybody does their job. Yes, they're fun to watch. Both of those teams are fun to watch. Guards ball, we talked about guards ball. Everybody buys into it, man. Like, and the Cavs, they are so fun to watch when they get it rolling. Because they're all on the same page. You can see it. Two organizations that have it together. And the Cavs had to fight back twice from LeBron screwing us completely twice. LeBron burning us to the ground, the Cavaliers, twice. Completely burning the Cavaliers to the ground twice. And we've come back from both of those. LeBron in Cleveland. You guys, I know everybody, he won you a championship. No, he did not win us a championship. That whole team won us the championship. If there's ever a statue built, that whole team gets the statue, not just LeBron. And we'll end on Tina Goldberg, 4435, who says, Grizz, please retire the ball and the prediction pen. They likely have picked up the Modell curse. Go Browns, go Buckeyes. Now listen, the ball and the pen aren't cursed, but the ground underneath our current stadium, 100%. There's something. There's a poltergeist thing or something going on there. I think it used to be a cemetery and they just removed the headstones, but they didn't remove the bodies. That's the best line in that movie, by the way. So that's why I just feel like they have to move to Brook Park. You have to change this up. It has to happen. That's why I'm not even sad about it that they're leaving downtown. It doesn't matter because they got to get out of there. Because we've said for years, there's got to be some type of higher power involved in all this because it just doesn't make any sense. So, but no, the ball and the pen are not under the realm of the Modell curse. The ground under the stadium, though, 100%. Modell cursed that ground before he left. So, all right, that's going to do it for today. Thank you again to everybody who helps me as I age right before your eyes and hooked me up with the crackbacks on the Jamar Chase reference. I appreciate you. I do. I like it. I can take it. That's what I need. Unlike Stefanski, who can admit he's wrong and won't give up the play calls. All right, that'll do it for today's show. Go Browns! We will see you next time. Oh, this is for Tina. Yeah!